Hello everyone and welcome back to Joy's Creative Finger. I have gone ahead to build a wintry log cabin on the plot that we've just received for the Christmas update. It's very beautiful and I have built the family wintry log cabin for the diamonds on this lot. That's why you see Tom here, but he's here alone and he's invited Ebony over to have a candid conversation about everything that's gone on. So yes, there have been some developments, but here's the cabin. And for those of you who have had issues with using the my idea of showing you a floor plan, you're having problems with that. I've seen a few comments. I've gone ahead to include an actual live build at the end. That's why it's a 16-minute long video. Okay, so it's a quick tour, but then there's a live build. So this is what I've put together. These trees you see out here are from the previous Christmas event. They're very beautiful. You can stand in front of them and sing and so on. This is the design of the house I've chosen to put together. And I love this pine cone tree that I set at the top up here. I think it's really pretty. And I decided to place these snow piles here and there. That too is from 2 Christmases back when we had the Christmas Carol, I think it was. So yeah, there was a glitch where you could actually just pick it up from the lot and put it into your inventory. So I did that and put it around this house. And your Sims can actually go to them and shovel up snow. So I was quite happy to grab as many as I could before it became a fixed feature on those lots. I think it's in Albion Square. Yes, Albion Square. So this is the little design I've put together. I'm still stuck in that tiny build mode, so I've chosen the smaller lot to put this together. I didn't see why I would build a cabin on a very large lot. I mean, why not? But I just felt that this makes sense because a lot of us don't have enough plots. Okay, so these little sort of wooden log sticky out bits here and there, there's a problem placing them on the build. And what I mean is when you place them on the build, you can't put it the other way around on the upper level. Really frustrating. Anyway, I have this dance floor in the entrance. I think it's really cool because it's got those flashing lights, isn't it, that make it look like Christmas lights. And my Sims can actually walk all the way right through. I have another one right here in the entrance with this red flashstone light, as you can see. And this is basically the way into the cottage. Well, is it a cottage? A log cabin. This is the restroom stroke cloakroom to the side here. It's a typical feature I put in my builds. Particularly traditional ones, and then you go past the staircase and you got this beautiful piece up here that was part of the Sim Chase event, and then this is the floor plan as you walk in, and you have those lovely thick shelvings on the wall and pass through to where you've got the dining and the living room. So I really love this arrangement with the fireplaces. I'm in love with that idea back to back, especially in a cabin type build or cottage. This is what you have with the living room. It's a double height room. I think it's super pretty, especially with the double height feature. So if I just pop up and you can see those logs down below holding up this balcony area, and that balcony area is attached to the master bedroom. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I was so happy when I was able to put that together, and we'll see that later when we go upstairs. But on the flip side here, when you come into the house, as I say, this is the dining area. So I absolutely love that turkey on the table. But here's one thing that's been a pet peeve for me. Every time the Sims FreePlay give us an item that has a special feature, we're all excited about it, we get it, and the eyes of this person is supposed to go from right to left. But after a while, after a few updates, the item loses why we were excited for it in the first place. So that's gone. These are some things I put around the dining area for the Christmas party. You've got the Christmas tree, and I love that you can detangle the Christmas lights. So I've got, I think, Ebony coming through to come and sort that out. And then you have a way into the kitchen here. Again, there is another issue with the kitchen. I absolutely love the units, but here's the thing. They made sure that there was no sink, you know, for you to wash your dishes. So it's gone now, but previously there was this event where you'd come into your store and then you'd had to buy all the packs and get up to the 3rd pack. It was a special bonanza, they call it. You would spend a lot of money and then the sink was locked in at the last pack. And you know, that was really sad because there's basically no sink in here. You can replace this kitchen with different units altogether. This is the pantry at the back. And yes, as I say, you can replace this whole unit and still make it work in this house and attach a sink. But I wanted to show off the kitchen units that we unlocked in the event. Now, what I have done before I go ahead and completely replace that kitchen is place a sink right here in the back, as you would expect in a cottage type of a design. You know, things aren't quite organized. So it's in the laundry area and there's a way out to the back of the build there. So this is everything down below. This is the floor plan. Keep an eye on where I place things for those of you who want to replicate it exactly as you see. And the funny thing is, as you go along, you eventually do things the way you want. But here's how I've set everything out. And this is the way up to the next level, the last level of the house. So when you come up this way, you have this really nice warm log cabin feeling. You've got this nice, table set up here with books, some things dotted around, a basket, and then of course the way out front to where you have the pine country. Why did I put it there? I don't know why. I just love the pine country. It fits the cabin. Now when you come around back on yourself from the stairs, you have a family bathroom on the end here, right above the one downstairs. So plumbing is intact. I say that all the time, but only when it makes sense. And I love this shower because you can walk straight into it because it's tucked in that little nook there. Okay, and the color works. This is the first room on the side here, and it's got another unit that comes from a paid pack. Okay, this is a vanity set. I love it. Works in here. So you've got the brown chocolate, you've got the white chocolate. That's the color theme of this room, which is actually the color theme of the entire house. Well, the exterior, isn't it? So lots of white snowy effects in here, and then the brown wood. You've got the samurai swords up on the wall. And I think that's dangerous, but I put it there anyway. And then straight across leads into the master bedroom where Tom is at the moment. So no, they're not sharing a room. No one's being naughty. They're just here to talk and, catch up with what's gone on. So this is his space, very large space, a space where his mum and dad would stay when they come up to the cabin. So he's in here, and this is a study area, and this is the master bathroom. Okay, more units that were unlocked in the event are in here, and it's very nice and warm and cozy. This then is that mezzanine area where I created a balcony for the room. So this is where the light comes into this room because there isn't a window in the bedroom per se. There's one by the closet, but this is where most of the light comes in. And you can sit on either of these chairs and enjoy the view, watch television downstairs, and just look at those windows. These window shapes and ideas that they've given us to piece together shapes around a build is very useful. It allows one to be creative as much as possible. Okay. So you've seen everything. I'm going to get them to have a dance in the entrance, and that's basically where you saw them dancing in the beginning of the tour in AR. So yes, I have built this house in AR. As I say, there is some developments with their relationship, and if you've not watched Teeny Issues and Baby Drama, then an icon should pop up in the top right hand corner of your screen if you're watching on a device, and it will take you to those playlists so you get to know a little bit about their story in some of the series that I've put on the channel. It's quite fun, and I'm following their story, and I continue to develop it as I go along. I'm in love with the pair, and yes, you're wondering, well, how are they going to see the way through the main issues that took place in the last series? But I can assure you, they will find a way. They will find a way, and we're going to figure it out. So here is a life build for you all instead of a floor plan. And if you go ahead to create this and upload to any social media network, don't forget to use the hashtag JCfinger when doing so, and I'll be grateful. So it's a very simple build. It's not complicated, but of course it's well thought out and it fits quite nicely on a small lot. The reason for the small lot option is I've had a number of people way back over the years say to me, you keep building houses on massive lots and we've run out of space, and really we don't have enough large, premium lots in the game. We have more of the smaller lots, and that makes sense. So I have over, I think, 6-7 months been focused on building on small lots. I just had a lot of people in comments say, oh, it's on a big lot again, I don't have any space, I can't replicate, blah blah blah. So I've gone ahead to retrain myself to build homes on small lots, and it's been fun. I have to say, it's been fun. I just, it's cute, it's tiny, and it impresses me, and I think to myself, my gosh, I was able to fit this in, and there's space, there's parking, there's a pool. It's nice to sort of restricts one's hand and realize you can make use of a tiny space and create something pretty unique and intricate. Well, as I say, this is a life build, and I am going to go ahead and put everything in it apart from furnish it, if you understand what I mean. So I'm showing you where I place the beautiful arches that they've given us. And another thing which is really weird is some things are not being placed into the sort of the organized system that they had, where you can search for the filter. So your filter would give you frames, your filter would give you single doors, your filter would give you double doors, quads. But sometimes over the last few updates, items can't be filtered. So if I filtered frames, none of these doors, these frames that they gave us, come up in those filters. So I literally now have to go through all, the door collections to find the frames. They're not putting things into the sort of filing system for the filters, and that's very depressing. It's sad. I mean, I suppose, I don't know what it is. Are they short-staffed? Have they forgotten? Are they focusing on something else? I'm not sure what it is, but a few things have slacked. And whether they believe it or not, these are one of the reasons people fall away from a game or from something that they enjoy. When you fail to pay attention to the little details that keep one engaged and keep one, happy with a standard, you lose people along the way. I particularly have been lost along the way. Little things like not being able to create 1-by-1 rooms to create pillars, which we could do, which means it's doable, but you don't let us do it. Things like these little sticky out logwood bits that I spoke about on the edges of the build that don't go on the upper level. Previously we could put lights down below and up on a build, but now you can't put a light up on a build unless you have a balcony feature. It's just frustrating. It's just back and forth. And I know, I don't want to rant and, make it into something negative. But I just feel that if, you say it's a building game on some level, then we should be able to build. And then when it comes to The Sims, we've been told that there are more shades that have been added to the game. I've seen that, which is great. I don't know if that satisfies everyone. Again, you can't please everyone. And then in the new year, we have new face types coming in. And I think it's because of the feedback that they got. I like that. But again, as I say, I did point out a few things like the spooky picture above, next to the dining area in this log cabin that we got over the October event. It's spooky when you look at the picture. The eyeball of the woman is supposed to go from left to right, and we got excited and we unlocked that in the event. And then months later, your picture doesn't do that anymore. And then we had a couch in the game as well, where you could sit on the couch and have the option to drink out of a coconut, but like a tropical drink. And now they've removed that feature altogether. But when you advertised it, it had those things, and people thought, great, I want that. And then you get it, and then you take away, what we got excited about. It's not okay. Over time, while we might not complain or drag you on social media or anything like that, people would just slowly drop away. It's fraudulent. It's not right to do that. Some people spent money, to buy social points and to buy life points to quickly finish the event so that they don't lose out on a unique piece of furniture that lets you drink out of a cup that's tropical. So they go ahead and do that. And when they purchase the item, so to say, you then remove the feature and say, well, a bug, something here, it's affecting the game, sorry, next, and just clap their hands and move on to the next thing. You can't do that. I've been a game changer, and I quit because I had some things to do and move on with. But some of these issues, of course, were things that really irritated me over time. You would ask questions, you would complain about things, and it just won't be attended to. And it's not okay to treat people that way, where you just, take away things from people that they've already, so to say, paid for indirectly, and just say, well, you know, it doesn't work in the game. But people went a long way to get those things because that's what you advertised. You know, it's like selling me a Mercedes Benz and then taking away the wheels later. What are you doing? Over time, I'm going to see right through you. Anyway, enough. Things I like. I love the log cabin. I love the scenery. I love the wooden, earthy colors that I'm building with here. I think they're beautiful. I love the design. I love you all, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas. I'm going to scoot along. I have a lot to do. It's Christmas time. I'm still wrapping presents. Yes, it's that late, but I'm still wrapping presents. And I will see you again soon, and wish me luck with trying to develop the story with Tom and Ebony. Take care. I hope you like the design, and I will see you again soon in the next video. If it is not before Christmas, then I wish you a Merry Christmas and an amazing New Year. Take care of yourselves. Bye.